Yo, what's going on and what's going off? Rick Ross, check this out. This is a 10 bot combiner consisting of 6 Insecticons, 2 Shraps, 2 Bombs, and 2 Kickbacks. And 4 Skelivores is kind of like the glue, the panko crumbs, and egg batter, if you will, if you are familiar with cooking. Before we throw this guy into the giant deep fryer, you guys know who Bayashi is? He's this Japanese influencer, this chef. Dude, he's crazy, dude. He makes crazy foods, and everything is like, you get something, then you like roll it in egg batter, then panko crumbs, then he deep fries it, and he cuts it, and my man's crazy, dude. Anyway, yeah, so this is a, like I said, 10 bot combiner. This is not going to be a tutorial. Like, I don't really think I don't think anyone at home has 6 Insecticons and 4 Skelivores to do this. So it's like, I don't know. There's nobody else who's going to make this dish. So, but still, I do want to talk about him because this was a really, really, really fun project. I built this over the course of 2 evenings. Oh, my OCD is going crazy because this flap is kind of closed. Open, and then it's going to collapse. Watch. Okay. Yay. I got it open. Dude, OCD goes crazy, dude. You don't know how many times I've reshot this video because, like, I've seen little things that are, like, out of place, like this. The wings are not exactly lined up, and it's bothering me. But it's okay. It's okay. But, yeah, I built this over the course of 2 evenings. Maybe I spent about 4 hours, roughly. Yeah. And it was crazy because when the Insecticons first came out, I kind of had like this idea of like I wanted to make them combine. And if you watch the channel, you know I made the insect tank, similar like to the Hearts of Steel one. That's where I got the inspiration. But I was like, I would love to make a combiner. So the first thing that I did was, what was it? We made the Megatron. Yeah, we made the Pestilence Megatron that had 2 kickbacks and 2 shrapnels. But now that we got 2 bombshells, we had to do something special, right? And I didn't necessarily have like a schematic for this, but at the same time, I was like, I do want to use some feet. I do want to use some Seacon seed just so I can like do more with the bots. And I learned a lot actually during this build. And one of the things that I learned is, and this is some stuff that I'd already picked up while messing with Skelivore. There's a lot of great things that you can do with these pieces over here. And like this piece, it'll perform a similar function as one of the Stunticon's guns. Same as like Prowl. Basically, it's like a stick and there's 2 pegs hanging off the side. And so I cinched the arms together over here. You can see that the axe blade, which provides that same function, has bound the kickback legs together. And so, dude, he's really, really sturdy. I mean, you can see me spinning him around. And yeah, and it's because nothing's like flying all over the place. Everything is like kind of locked in. And these are nice. The joints are nice and tight. And yeah, it was kind of a trip in terms of how I figured this out. Initially, I had them facing forward or backward, but I couldn't get the placement of the peg right and the port. But by doing this, it worked out great. And if you look at the back, the side profile over here, that's some cool angles, dude. It looks really, really strong. And yeah, almost looks like this could be the front too, you know. But I wanted this almost like as a bug carapace on the back, and that's why I didn't really do much with the feet, why I didn't fold them up or anything. And plus, I didn't want too much of the bones popping out, and so that's why I have that over there. But I think it's good. I think it's really, really good. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out the chest. Oh, okay. I mean, I may as well take them apart, right? Because I think I've recorded the short already. Yeah, I've recorded the short already. All right, so I'm going to start taking him apart. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just have him like this for a little bit because he's nice, man. He has a lot of good presence about him. In terms of the chest piece, the way it's plugged in is, you see these, you know what? Let me just remove kickback so you can see some stuff. Okay. I should have done this from the start. Yeah, you can see again that bit that I mentioned, the frilly part of the tail that has a stick and 2 pegs. This is also like holding the 2 shrapnels in place, and that's really, really nice. And again, and they're very secure connections. And that's why you see it has such good presence about it and such good stability. Yeah. And then these are just decorative. These are all just decorative over here. And it's really just connected by the 5 milli. But the rest of the bot, like kind of like presses down on here, and so despite it just being a 5 milli port and peg, it has pretty good stability. I mean, you saw me spinning him around. But yeah, it's nice. And like I said, you can see over here, it's the axe bit holding the two legs together. And that's really about it. And these I kind of forced, like they're not supposed to be able to come down this much. There's a knuckle joint here that yeah, it's only supposed to go like this, you know, but I kind of forced it, but it should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, I can see I've done a little damage to it. You see that right there? Yeah, I won't do that again, man. Just for this one, I promise. And then I put the shrapnel gun over here to just kind of fill out that cavity between the leg, and I think it did a good job. I think it did a pretty good job. But yeah, it's pretty easy actually if you think about it. It's just Kickback sandwiched with the axe blade there, and you know, the more I look at him and the more, like, once I start taking him apart, it's actually not that difficult. And in doing this, it actually gave me some inspiration towards perhaps using this on Sideswipe or any of the other bots that have a lot of different mold mates, like Sunstreaker 2 perhaps, and configuring them in different ways, putting their arms together. And so, yeah, I started thinking like, can I do this with other bots? And so that was one of the great things about this project. It really, really gave me a lot of learning and inspirations that I could apply to new projects. And so, yo, there's some dust on here. Oh, I need to clean this up. But yeah, and so you can just see that these are the legs. They're collapsed halfway. The arms are cinched together with the frilly part. And then we got the axe blade. And then that's the part that connects to the underside of Shrapnel's legs. And as I mentioned earlier over here, the way or maybe I didn't, the way the chest is connected is these arms, they have a little port underneath, and then that little peg that you can flip out from the calf, that's plugged in there, and it comes down. And you can attach those thighs, the little dino rib cage, and then that makes a really, really cool chest. I love having the beast face in the middle, like many of the great mechs of anime. And yeah, and then again, he's just attached here with this part, and afterward, you know, you just plug everything together, dude. Just plug everything together. Oh my God, am I not? Oh no, I am recording. And then pretty much that's it. That's it. Yeah, you plug that in there, and thank goodness I didn't have to use any pieces of paper. The fits are nice and tight. And you can see that's the leg. Boom. Then you get this and you plug in the arm, boom, and you just do it to the other side and you're pretty much done. Yeah. Some folks were telling me that this has like King Ogre vibes, and I'm like, yo, that's a huge compliment, dude. Because while I don't know anything about that anime, I'm a huge fan of that toy. I think it's an incredible design. I love the fact, all the beautiful things that they did with the bugs. I mean, I'm terrified of bugs, but mecha bugs converting into a giant gestalt, I am a huge fan of. And also I realize I've been speaking very close to the microphone, so you're probably going to hear a lot of me breathing into the mic and stuff, so sorry about that. And I said I wasn't going to put him together, but lo and behold, we did. Oh, but the chest piece is falling out. Yo. And that's what he looks like there. Yeah, that's kind of crazy too. Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, friends. And it's not a full-length tutorial, but you all are smart out there. And I know that if you have something similar to this, maybe you have a ransack and you have a kickback or something, I'm sure you can figure this out. Yeah. Thank you so much again for your generous gift of time. I've mentioned before, but I'll say it again. All the ad revenue goes to either Kiva or unbound.org. And yeah, please continue to support the channel so that we can help impoverished folks throughout the world. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.